All right, folks, Trump is all about growth, and that's the subject of the riff. Now, it's very rare for a White House press secretary to lead with the economy, but today Caroline Leavitt put it right out there in a very optimistic rebuttal to the usual chorus of lefty pessimism. Her boss, President Trump, is the quintessential optimist when it comes to America's future, and even the earliest returns show economic success, even though his one big beautiful bill policies have yet barely come into play. And I have to believe America loves an optimist. That's leadership. So here's Ms. Leavitt doing the job at today's press briefing. Take a listen.
There has been a wave of positive economic news over the past week, which I would like to highlight today. Joe Biden's inflation crisis has been defeated. Prices paid to American businesses for goods and services were flat in June. And core inflation, which is the best measure of inflation, came in lower than expected again in the month of June. Wages are growing at a strong pace and prices are falling for everyday Americans. We also saw prices for new and used vehicles and airfares drop last month. In addition, prices for gas, fuel oil, energy commodities, hotels, airfare, public transportation, and fresh vegetables are all down over last year.
You know, I couldn't have said it better myself. In fact, I have said it. Anyway, she does such a great job. Now, I'm just going to put a few more numbers on the table, especially over the business about how tariffs are supposedly causing inflation. Mr. Trump was inaugurated January 20th, so I'm using January as a base month. Since then, over 5 months, the CPI has increased at a low 1.8% annually. The producer price index has increased 0.2% at an annual rate. And import prices came out today. Well, they have actually fallen 0.8% at an annual rate. In other words, there's no inflation. Now, thus far, the whining of Jay Powell and his lefty groupthink is wrong. So, of course, he should be cutting his target rate significantly, as President Trump correctly argues. Tariffs don't cause inflation. Excess federal spending and Fed money printing cause inflation. However, under Trump so far, federal spending has slowed to only 4.2%. That's well below the double-digit Green New Deal, big government socialist policies of the Biden administration. And as for the printing presses, the M2 money supply is also growing just over 4% compared to the 30% rate under Biden, when inflation rose cumulatively by 20%. And Trump is reshaping the whole economy with his pro-growth supply-side policies. Full cost expensing, well, that's already led to an anticipatory 16% boom rate for business equipment. And immediate expensing to build new factories for the next couple of years is on the way. This cannot possibly be inflationary. Instead, Trump policies will create more goods, more buildings, more jobs, and higher take-home pay. And when you add to that the AI revolution, combined with new power unleashed by energy deregulation, this will create a wave of new productivity that is completely counter-inflationary. Just think about producing new factories and more goods with a growing workforce that is more efficient with its advanced technology tools and applications. It's a lot like the information tech boom of the 1990s that lowered inflation while the economy grew rapidly. In fact, all of this is about economic growth. Growth solves so many problems. Growth solves budgets. Growth creates happiness as a rising tide lifts all boats. And that's tonight's riff.